there, my HQTs, and welcome to the big Sunday game. Everything is supersized tonight. Well, the prizes, and that's what counts. Now, we're all still waiting for Ye's Yandy album to drop, as we see in the chat, right? Kanye's been out here tweeting like he's not hours late on the release, which was promised for Saturday. He needs to stop with the Twitter fingers and get to uploading already. What's your bet on when it will finally drop? Let me know in the chat right now. I'm Shazza Carpenter, your freaky trivia geek. I love it. And this is HQ Trivia. Well, what you know can turn to dough, or dosh, or cash, or pounds and pence. A lot of stuff. The rules here are oh so simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy peasy to please go easy. You've got 10 seconds to tap that answer. Get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right, you win. Or split the cash. An extra life can help you stay in the game and can help you win big as well. Invite a friend to HQ using your code to score one. You can use one per game, just not on the final round, remember? All right, and tonight we are giving away a Yeezy-rific £5,000. That's that rap star kind of money right there. It's enough to download hundreds of accessible hip-hop albums, take a Kardashian-style shopping spree, sounds like fun, right? Or buy a giant foam water bottle suit, like Kanye, whatever suits your fancy. But before you waste it, you've got to taste it. Let's get to the quizzing, shall we? Are you ready? Here we go with Q1. Which of these is the name for a bus with two levels? Desmond Decker, Dodgy Dodgem, Double Decker. You've got to level up on this one, HQTs. The older ones may handle like a Dodgy Dodgem, but that's not their official name. Rocking a pair of Desmonds, it's a Double Decker. And you're along for the ride right now. 85,000 of you certainly are. It's also my favorite chocolate, by the way. Love those Double Deckers, delicious. Q2. Which term describes the influence people in the same social group can have on each other? Cabin pressure, pressure cooker, peer pressure. Can you handle the pressure? Can you feel it? It's the easiest one to avoid, but I wouldn't advise releasing cabin pressure at 30,000 feet. Not a good idea. Cooked up by your chums instead. Peer pressure is the answer we were looking for. 83,000 of you peering at the next round. Well done for nailing that. Now here's some good news. Tomorrow, actually not tomorrow, this Thursday, get out the spandex leotard because we are back with an 80s themed game. That's at 9 p.m. Totally rad, dude. Is that 80s or 70s or 90s? I can't remember, but that's going to be a lot of fun. Moving on to Q3, on which part of the body would you see a French plait or a French braid? Fingernails, hair, belly button. Haven't rocked one of these in a while. One of these Frenchies. If you've got plaited nails, then you've been crossing those fingers way too hard, leaving the belly braids to Chewbacca. They belong in your hair. Of course, don't put them anywhere else. Hair today, gone tomorrow. 82,000 if you're still with us. Are you ready for Q4? Of course you are. Let's do it. The expression to throw a curveball comes from which sport? Basketball, baseball, cricket. This could be a bit of a curveball if you don't know your sports that well. There's plenty of spinning going on here, but who came up with this curveball? Roid Rage Rounders. Baseball is the correct answer here. That was a home run for 74,000 of you. We're running on to Q5 right now. Coming at ya. Where does time fly by in George Ezra's hit song? The orange and purple, the blue and red, the yellow and green. Sounds like a rainbow if you mesh them all together. You know this song. I know you do. Time flies when you're having fun, so which of these colours does George really get excited by? More Norwich City than Crystal Palace. It's the yellow and the green. And you are moving one step closer to the green. 54,000 if you are. And don't worry, this line in shotgun actually refers to the sun and palm trees, two of my favourite things. Q6. Which of these countries is not considered to be in sub-Saharan Africa? Cameroon, Morocco, Ethiopia. It's in another part of Africa. It's the very melted icing on the Africa cake, but which of these countries is part of the Sahara? Less green, it's Morocco. That's the country in question here. 34,000 of you nailed that one. You are rocking on to the next round. Morocco is one of just 8 African nations to lose this game of limbo, with the other 46 being classified as sub-Saharan. Interesting stuff. And it's shout out time, everyone. Hello to the Brain Squad. That's Wallace, Rebecca, Scott, and Nima from Sophie. Adam Anderson hopes to win his first game today. Good luck to you. Happy birthday, David Bradbury. Happy birthday to Julie Mead from Harlow as well, who's the big 5-0 today. Nice. Josh, Helen, Luke, Emma, and Jess are with us from Shropshire. Hi, Josh and Laura in Chichester. Liam and Dylan are with us from County Durham. Or is that Durham? Wink, wink. And hi to Shazza Squad. Thanks for the love, guys. Love you back. And here we go with Q7, the halfway mark. What's the former name of Times Square in New York? Washington Square, Longacre Square, Harlem Square. Who knew it was a different square before Times Square? Intriguing stuff. We've been calling it Times Square since 1904, but what was it formerly known as? Less painful than it sounds. Longacre Square. And you are going the distance, 13,449 of you. And we're going to go with a sausage question here at the halfway mark. 22,000 players out of the game, 13,000 still in. Now, the square is often referred to as the crossroads of the world, with about as much validity as World Series baseball, right? Q8. What's the name of the sister of Donnie Darko, who's the lead character in the movie's sequel? Is it Rose, Samantha, or Elizabeth? What do you think? Who's the sibling in question here? They all appeared in the original, but who headed up the super sucky sequel? The youngest of the Darko siblings. It's Samantha. That's who. That's the sister in question. 5,383 of you got that one absolutely correct. The director of the original called the sequel horribly violating, and he's the guy who drops jet engines on people's heads. So that says a lot. Q9. What name has been given to an apocalyptic scenario in which the world is consumed by robots? Grey Goo, Big Crunch, Cybergeddon. Ooh, scary stuff. There's nothing like a bit of Sunday night scaremongering, but what's this possible future called? Yummy, yummy, in my tummy is Grey Goo. And you're gooing, and you're cooing on to the next round. And another savage question here. 5,000 players out of the game, 1,676 of you gooing and cooing onwards. Out of control nanobots destroy the biosphere by endlessly producing replicas of themselves. So Michael Bay's Transformers movies sounds like. Q10. In which of these US states were the first treadmills for home use commercially produced? New Jersey, California, Florida. I love to run for miles and realize I've gotten nowhere. 3 stunning sceneries to run through, but who took jogging indoors instead? What you'll need after a proper treadmill session, it's a New Jersey, right? You sweated that one out, 805 of you. That was a brutal one right there. The Pacemaster 600 was released in 1969, but we still don't know what happened to the 599 previous versions. Maybe those nanobots came and took them away. Q11, the penultimate round. The director of the first Bond movie also directed which of the following in their big screen acting debut? Cliff Richard, Barbara Streisand, The Beatles. And so close, HQTs. Terence Young directed Dr. No, but which serious musician did he cast in Serious Charge? Stepping out of the shadows, it was Cliff Richard, and you walked right off that cliff. 383 of you did. Places, everybody, because we are rolling into the final round. 383 players left in the game, another 87 using their extra lives to get back in. 5,000 big ones available tonight. Right now, here we go with Q12. Which of these artists entirely designed a place of worship, including the priest's robes, on the French Riviera? Henri Matisse, Paul Cézanne, Vincent van Gogh. I wish I was on the French Riviera right now. It may look like a child did it, but which of these fully grown adults decorated the Rosary Chapel? His paintings are full of churches, but Cézanne says no to decorating this one. The king of the cutouts. It's Matisse for the win, and we have 268 winners, my lovely jubblies. Congratulations to our 268 winners in tonight's big game. You totally smashed it. We've got JRS UK. I see my own face right there. We've got Levers. We've got Markle Boy 83, Flying Flea, all taking home £18.66. Not bad at all for 15 minutes, right? What are you going to do with the cash? Take a ride on a double-decker or just date it. Prep for the Grey Goo. How? I have no idea, but it may be coming. Let time fly by in the yellow and green. There's a lot you can do with that £18 right there. Well done. Another fantastic game, everyone. You came to play and you came to slay as well. I'm Shazza Carpenter. Here's where you can hit me right here on the socials. Come say hello, and I'll be back tomorrow night with 12 more rounds of epic trivia just for you, and £1,000 in cold hard cash. That's at 9 p.m. BST. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you soon. Bye.